So we're now approaching. I can see in the horizon a few churches, 2 churches.
2.
Yeah? Which are they?
The one with the spiral tower is the Roman Catholic Church. The tower is from 1930, and the flat one is the old church. And the story goes, we're not sure if it's true, that when they started building, they wanted the same height as the Dom Tower in Utrecht. But they couldn't succeed because they started way too small downstairs. So they never finished it.
And what's the name of the church?
Grote Kerk. But originally it was St. Jan's Kerk, St. Jan's the Doper.
So Grote Kerk, of course, is the big church.
Yeah.
Of this village.
Yeah, now you have a nice view of it also.
Yeah, we can see the edgy to the left and the flat one to the right.
Yeah.
And the windmill
to
the far left. Such a beautiful countryside here. Wijk bij Duurstede. Is it Bish or Bij?
Bij.
Wijk bij Duurstede. Stede.
Ja, stede. Wijk bij Duurstede.
Wijk bij Duurstede.
Yeah.
And you have to be Wijk bij Duurstede. You have to say it like that. It's better.
Wijk bij Duurstede.
Yeah, Wijk bij Duurstede. And here we can also see some very typical row houses.
Yeah.
These are, before we saw flat ones, now they have slanted roofs. They have an angle.
Yeah, mostly they have an angle. There are some flat ones.
Yeah. And what are we looking forward to within this church?
Yeah, there is an old organ which is built in, they're not exactly sure, but I think it is 1617.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And some parts of the organ case are even older, maybe from 1565.
Oh,
that's what they think, but they're not sure.
So we're talking one of the oldest organs in Northern Europe or something like 1565. It's very early.
Yeah. But the pipes are from 1617. And later, of course.
Yeah.
This is a very nice organ. I really enjoy playing that organ.
I understand. What were the original organ builder's name?
It was Albert Kiespenning. And there's still only one organ left, and that's this one. But there are some stories that he was a friend with Sweelinck.
Oh, really?
Well, that was his personal friend.
Oh, yeah.
So we are almost sure that Sweelinck has played at our organ.
Interesting. Okay, so this is the old one.
This is the old one.
It's quite a tall church.
Yeah.
It's very high. What would you say, 40 meters or 30 or... No, not that much, no, 20 maybe.
I think 20, 25.
20, yeah. And there's birds in the church. Open Hof. Is this the place that is the Open Hof?
The Open Hof is this place where we are going in. It's named from the Bible.
And there we have the key.
Double door.
Yeah.
And there we go in the church.
Wow. Wow, it's much bigger than I thought.
It's our little cathedral.
It is a cathedral. You can tell directly. The soundscape is wonderful. Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Wow.
course, you can make 8 and 4 flutes together. Yeah, it is an amazing organ.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
And we have here, it's called prestant, but it's not a prestant anymore. It, we have a regal, a reed here. It is added with the restoration in 1980 instead of a sesquialter. But we already had a sesquialter at the Great original. So they placed a regal instead, but there was a prestant 4-foot, only treble, just to accompany the sesquialter. And with the reconstruction, they still used the prestant, but added also the regal. So it doesn't have anything to do with each other anymore. With the last renovation in 2017, with when they changed temperament to meantone again, where we are very happy about. We asked the voicer who was working here, do you have scissors and a knife?
Yeah.
And he said, yes, why? We asked him, could you please cut off some length of the pipe so we can make a 3-foot treble out of it. So now we have a quint flute 2 2/3. So you can do very different things. Much more useful than only a principal 4 from treble C sharp. So very nice.
A very nice solo stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Also with a regal, but it's a little bit out of tune. Normally it will blend together a little bit more. Okay, so far for the flutes. Oh no, we have a flageolet, 1 foot. I mostly use it as 1 octave lower. You can use it as a 1 foot. Chorus. The octave 4 on its own is also a very nice stop. accompanying the singing in the church with the roerfluit because it gets a little bit thicker. The quint, which is quite loud in this organ. And of course 8/4/2. Then we have a mixture with this very high pitch. It's a very bright mixture. There's also a 2-foot octave at the borstwerk. And there's one particular stop of this organ I'm really in love with. That is the old trumpet.
Mm-hmm.
I can only use it solo now because it's out of tune with the rest. But on its own it sounds beautiful. It is an old one from 1617 with later additions. Fills the church. Then we have a regaal at the borstwerk. It's a new one from 1980, and we are not really satisfied with its sound yet, but maybe we'll change it later. then at the grade we have, of course, a cornet and a saxophone alto. Mostly when I use the cornet, I use it like this. I don't know why, but it sounds nice. Alto, of course, is a little bit brighter, so I add mostly this. Those two stops were also added in 1717, also with the addition of the completion of the grade octave of the grade. You can see at this octave it has all the keys but not all the pipes. So the lowest C sharp is coupled one octave higher. When I play so all the keys but not all the pipes. Yeah, well, I can try to make a sound with the trumpet, but it's a little bit out of tune. It blends very well with the saxophone alto, with the plenum, like this.
That was French Baroque.
Yeah, it sounds like French Baroque. Yeah, especially when you added the cornet, flutes, of course.
And maybe here, this is the moment to maybe say something about the meantone temperament, because you really use it to its fullest potential in this piece, for example, where you really show off the tonality where it hurts a bit to give contrast to the coming home of the some.
Well, the problem in meantone is it's very nice, but when it hurts very much. So I try to avoid the most chords which are really hurting. So you can play in a little bit of romantic style in meantone, it's no problem. But try to avoid this
Yeah.
and this. That's all. Yeah. There are some pedal stops. They are all new from 1980. The borden is sadly enough completely made of wood. I would make it of metal, I think. But at that time they didn't do that. But it is a really nice bass at the and as an octave 8. Sometimes I use it like this. Like a cello. And there's a trumpet. And it's a loud one. It's especially made for playing melodies in the pattern. And you have to use a lot of stops because it's always too loud. Out of tune again because it's called in the church. Mixture and all stuff an octave lower. So we have a 16-feet organ.
You know what? This brings me back to a very interesting. I follow on YouTube an artist in France, and he's playing an organ pretty much like this, age-wise. Of course, it's another idiom, but what you did now brings me back to his playing, because he spends one night per evening. He spends 2 or 3 hours improvising nighttime.
Okay.
He has the church. So he sends these recordings out every night. So it's different every night, but of course it's a really, really tender, special moment that you reproduce now.
Yeah.
It's a very special soundscape.
Yeah.
It's very thick and yet very clear in many ways.
Yeah, I really like this sound. I use it also for the congregational singing.
Oh, it works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then play the double pedal. For example, when you have a psalm, then I play the melody over here also. It's the meantone problem. You can also do it with the trumpet, of course.